Cooking gas is more than just a household need. It powers small business and keeps daily life running for millions of Nigerians. But in recent weeks, it has also become a growing source of frustration and financial strain. For families and business owners already struggling with rising food and transport costs, this latest price hike feels like one burden too many. This is MarketSquare, your go-to show for deep insight into business and economic trends. I'm Olaitan Adebayo, and today we're breaking down Nigerian's cooking gas market, what is driving the high prices, the scarcity concerns, and how long might this take before relief finally comes. Stay with us. The suspension of the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria strike was expected to bring relief to cooking gas markets. But for many households in Lagos, Ogun, and other parts of the southwest, the reality has been quite different. Prices remain stubbornly high, with many Nigerians still paying between 1,300 and 1,600 per kg, while above the pre-strike level of 1,000 naira. For residents already struggling with food costs, this new price spike has been painful. In many parts of Ogun, Ibadan, and Lagos, consumer reports paying between 1,300 and 1,800 per kg, a sharp difference to the pre-strike level of 1,000 naira. Many are questioning why prices remain high despite the strike being suspended. Many have wondered how the hike has affected businesses, especially for those who depend on gas for daily operation. Let's get to hear what some of the consumers have to say about this. So how has this price in cooking gas affected your household budgets?
Not it's not it doesn't affect only my house, it affects me in my business too.
Okay, how?
Everything we do we use gas. For example, now I sell food, I pack food, I make orders for people. So now the fact that we are filling gas for 2,000 naira is crazy. I don't know what the government can do about this for us, because it's really crazy. And even to see the gas is another problem. We don't even see it. I don't know why we love to affect ourselves with this place called Nigeria. Honestly speaking, it's not encouraging
So
at
how have
all.
you been coping with the prices? How have you been managing your business?
That's been crazy, like I said. Okay, now when the gas increment occurred. Okay, it happened about 2 weeks ago. Now we have been facing it since 2 weeks now. Okay, the scarcity of gas and the price being fluctuating, coming up. It's not even coming down, it's coming up. At the end of the day, we don't even see the gas to fill. So it's really affecting my business, because for like 4 days now I didn't see anything to sell for my customer because I didn't see gas to fill. It's crazy.
Okay, so would that make you increase your price?
Automatically I have to increase my price now, and that's the reason customers are running away. They don't want to buy, because when you increase, even before you even increase price, when the price is still normal, they are not buying, they're not patronizing, not talk of when the price is even high. So we don't know what to do. We don't know, honestly speaking.
All right, thank you.
Honestly.
Thank you.
My name is Tawa Kalitu.
Okay, Ama, tell us about this gas rate increase.
For our area, gas is don cost now 2,500. People say 3,000, 2,000. So I beg you, governor, help us.
Okay, so how this thing go to affect your business? You go make you increase price. That be how you want to do and where customer no go they run away.
The customer no come because if our food is small, if they talk, here is don cost. So help me tell governor to kó bá mú wá dá kó lọ sílẹ̀ ó ti wọ́n jù o, kán jọ kán ṣàánú wa o. Gas tá fìlì ní 700 tẹ́lẹ̀ 1,000 wọ́n ti gbé lórí 2,000 2,500 3,000 ní ìsìn àwọn ọmọ tá a yẹ ṣe o. Ẹ bá wọn sọ o, kán ṣàánú wa Nàìjíríà o.
All right, thank you.
Gas 1,600. Then the gas dey affect my market. The money don plenty. Before na 1,100 or 1,000 dey fill am, but now 1,600 1,700 1,800 na im dey fill am now.
So how have you been able to manage it with selling your food? How do you portion it? Has it affected how you price your
It dey affect my food because the money don too much. If I fill gas 1,700 1 kg, na im I go take cook all the thing I go say today. Another day I go go fill another 1,700 again. The money don too much. Make governor make e help us.
Tell us your name.
Imisi Oluwa.
Missy, what do you do?
I'm a food seller.
Okay, so tell us about this gas increment, how it has affected your business and what you think.
It has affected our business because before gas was 1-1, but now gas was 1-8, so it affect our business so much because now our food are increased. Before we are selling rice one portion 200, but now because of the gas we are selling it 400, 500. So it has affect us. Please government, please help us about this gas that is increasing every day. Please government, please help us. So we are suffering too much in Nigeria. Please help us.
Thank you.
This development could have lasting negative effects on the prices of food and other essential items. The cost of charcoal and alternative energy sources may also rise in response. From the views of consumers, there are fears that a sudden adjustment in price could trigger further inflation in the food market. The problem is a mix of supply disruptions and market dynamics. According to the National Association of Liquefied Petroleum Gas Marketers, the shortage were largely restricted to Southwest, triggered first by maintenance at the Dangote facility and then compounded by the union strike. The association, however, assured that supply is gradually resuming and prices should normalize within days. The vacuum created during the Dangote's 3-week absence from the market fueled panic buying and sharp price hikes. Importers' reluctant to compete with Dangote lower pricing also stayed away, leaving room for retailers to raise prices unchecked. At the time of this filing this report, many gas vendors still had their shops under lock and key, a clear sign of ongoing scarcity at depot. For now, consumers can only wonder how long this situation will last. Marketers maintain that as Dangote continues to truck out products and depot resume operations, the situation should ease within 1 to 2 weeks. But for households already feeling the squeeze, the question remains, how much longer will Nigerians have to endure before the relief finally comes? And while households grapple with rising costs, the Central Bank of Nigeria is rolling out new measures aimed at strengthening small businesses and driving financial inclusion. The Central Bank of Nigeria is once again in the spotlight, but this time for its role in supporting micro, small, and medium enterprises. At the 20th Abuja International Trade Fair, the Abuja Chamber of Commerce and Industry declared that the bank has opened real opportunities for small businesses to thrive in what is still a very tough business climate. The chamber pointed out to access to credit facilities, intervention funds, and forex management as key areas where micro, small, and medium enterprise have seen relief. For many small business owners, access to finance is usually the biggest barrier, but this intervention has provided a lifeline to keep the doors open. Financial inclusion has also become another major step. By widening access to banking services and digital payments, the CBN has brought more traders, artisans, and rural entrepreneurs into the formal sector. This not only makes transaction easier, but also encourages saving and investment. Other reforms such as the rollout of open banking, contactless payments, and fintech innovation are also reshaping how small businesses interact with money. For micro, small, and medium enterprises, these tools mean safer payments, quicker access to funds, and new financial products that suit their realities. But beyond finance, the CBN's targeted intervention in agriculture, housing, healthcare, and education are lowering the risks for small businesses in this sector. The chamber argues that this creates space for private investment, expansion, and job creation. But the big question is sustainability. While CBN's policies are opening doors, their long-term success will depend on continued collaboration with the private sector. For small business owners already navigating rising costs and tight margins, these policies provide relief today, but the test will be whether they can truly unlock growth tomorrow. While the government pushes to expand financial inclusion and widen the tax base, a large portion of the informal sector workers still operate outside the system. The debate over Nigeria's tax system has once again shifted focus to the informal sector, a space where millions of Nigerians earn their living daily. At the center of this conversation is the chairman of the Presidential Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms Committee, Taiwo Oyedele, who has made it clear that over 90% of informal workers do not have their financial capacity to pay government taxes. According to him, the common belief that the informal sector households untapped billions in tax revenue is not supported by data. Instead, what the numbers show is that most people in this sector are surviving from hand to mouth. From roadside food vendors to wheelbarrow pushers, organizers, and petty traders, their daily income barely put food on the table. Even with consumers all day, many of them remain poor. This is why the new tax reforms introduced by the Tinubu administration take a different approach. The law exempts about 95 to 97% of informal sector businesses from paying many federal taxes. Those earning less than 25 million naira per year or making below 800,000 naira annually will not be taxed. The logic, as Oyedele put it, is simple. You don't tax it, you wait for the fruit. For small businesses, this comes with benefits. It means no immediate tax burden on low-income operators who already struggle with cash flows. It gives them rooms to grow, to keep records, and to build structure before they are brought into the tax net. It also reduces the risks of penalties that often push struggling entrepreneurs further into poverty. But most importantly, it addresses fairness because many of these workers already face informal levies from unions and local authorities, but without the benefits of formal taxation. The reforms also target accountability in the tax system itself. All revenues must now go directly into the Federation account, not into accounts controlled by the tax service. Tax officers and agents will be monitored, and taxpayers who try to evade will face tighter consequences. For the Federal Inland Revenue Service, which collected more than 20 trillion naira last year, this means stronger governance and more responsibility. Even if the federal government exempts the majority of informal workers, many still face multiple levies from local governments and unions. Implementation will be key, ensuring that those who can pay actually pay, while protecting those who cannot. The reform is an attempt to strike a balance, raising government revenue without pushing millions of Nigerians deeper into poverty. For the business community, it signals a shift from chasing every informal trader to focusing on those with real capacity. The major concern now is whether these reforms will be applied consistently and whether the exemptions will truly shield the poorest workers from being overtaxed. From the surge in cooking gas prices to the central bank's renewed push for MSME growth and credit access, and finally to tax reform discussions, highlighting the struggles of Nigerians' informal workers. The headline points to one central theme: the urgent need to ease economic pressures on everyday Nigerians while building a fairer, more inclusive system. This is MarketSquare Malai Adebayo. Thank you for watching and see you on the next one.